been the love of my life, and I've always waited for this day. Yes.
I'm in love with you, and it's forever, forever. I'm in love with you, and it's forever, forever. Oh baby, I'm in love. I'm in love with you. Forever, baby, I'm in love. I'm in love with you. Forever, forever. Uwe mwanga au giza, moyoni pangu pawe kwako, miniwe wako. Usiwe mbali nami, ujisikie uko nyumbani. Miniwe wako.
Weda wone, dirio genya datatawe. Weda ukwera tinoe, koro ya kwako hewoye. Yothe weda wone, dirio genya datatawe. Weda ukwera tinoe, koro ya kwako hewoye. Yothe I'm in love. I'm in love with you forever, baby. I'm in love. I'm in love with you forever, forever. Nisho, certainly Melly, we go. Love everywhere, takwa corridors. Just you and I, penzi bicycle. Yeah. You know, inawasha wengine tadimo. Wamboi umesimama taitimo. Wewe sukari, asali. Weda wole, dirio genya datatawe. Weda wakwera tinoe, koro ya kwako hewoye. Yothe weda wole, dirio genya datatawe. Weda wakwera tinoe, koro ya kwako hewoye.
With you, and it's forever, forever. I'm in love with you, and it's forever, forever. Oh baby, I'm in love. I'm in love with you forever, baby. I'm in love. I'm in love with you forever, forever, yeah.
Liquid is solid, of course.
You say you're too much, lakini sitosheki. Nikiendelea hivi nitableki, but I wouldn't mind. Juu vile ninacheki, stories zako nitawacha nikidedi, maybe. Na my boys wanisaka wanipati, ni mapenzi moto moto kila pande. Nikucheki toka Monday hadi Monday, I can't get enough of it. Na my boys wanisaka wanipati, ni mapenzi moto moto kila pande. Nikucheki toka Monday hadi Monday, I can't get enough of you. Uko ready, jumi niko ready, I can't get enough of you. Niseme nini ndo niamini, I can't get enough of you. Uko ready, jumi niko ready, I can't get enough of you. Niseme nini ndo niamini, I can't get enough of you. I can't get enough of you. I can't get enough of. Wearing on my medicine, you're something from a movie scene. just a touch is just enough. My daily dose of dopamine. Tell me unachotafuta, usinijenge ukuta. I can say again and again, I can't get enough of you. Now my boys wanisaka wanipati, ni wapenzi moto moto kila pande, ni kucheki toka Monday hadi Monday. I can't get enough of you. I never get enough of you. Uko ready, Jimmy niko ready. I can't get enough of you. Niseme nini ndo niamini. I can't get enough of you. Uko ready, Jimmy niko ready. I can't get enough of you. Niseme nini ndo niamini. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of you. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of you. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of you. Now run to the finish line. Give me your hand, I will make you mine. And I will run to the finish line. Give me your hand, I will make you mine. And I will run to the finish line. Give me your hand, I will make you mine. And I will run to the finish line. Cause I can't get enough of you. Uko ready, Jimmy niko ready. I can't get enough of you. Niseme nini ndo niamini. I can't get enough of you. Uko ready, Jimmy niko ready. I can't get enough of you. Never get enough of you. Niseme nini ndo niamini. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of you. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of you. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of you. I can't get enough. I can't get enough of you. I can't get enough.
Enough of this Kenyan music. I get enough of you. This right here is 254 Radio, the only radio station playing your 100% Kenyan music. Ladies and gentlemen, or babas or mamas or shushuna or guka, you better stand up for this because them boys are in the building. Right about now, kutoka sai 2 until 4 p.m. tutakuwa tunawa drive. Tunapeleka mwendo wa aste leo ni Mental Health Wednesday. So welcome to the show. This right here is the biggest, the baddest and the Ghana show across East, Central, South Africa. Tumemaliza na huko sahi we are coming for Seychelles. Tumefika huko Mea ametupatia barua ya kuzurura, lakini kitu ametuambia ni tusilete ile kitu ya 0-0 kwa hii country na kelele isikue mingi. Ile wametuambia kelele tupunguze. We have to punguza our kelele, lakini tunawaambia tunakuja na Kenyan music. No way we can shut up. My good name is ABORN, Mr. Sammy Muthondu. Hey, nini after ingine niko thankful, niko grateful. Ninaona watu wameanza kusign in register. Thank you sana. Kuna watu hata hao watu wa Twitch mnakuangana nini sana. Mnakuanga na ile kitu sana juu hata mshaanza kuona guest wangu wa leo na mmeanza kumsalimia. Kwa nini sasa? Why now? Si mnaniona, si mimi naongea kabla hata ni muintroduce. But today we're gonna be having an amazing guest. Tutakuwa na conversation nyingine deep. Kitu kama hiyo because leo ni Mental Talk Wednesday, Men Talk Mental. Wanaume wanaongea mental health. So yeah, don't be left out. Nataka uni hit me up on 0110242450 alafu country code ya Kenya 254254. Hapo nitumie my emoji, nitumie my voice note, nitumie swali uko nayo, nitumie anything, request kama uko na request itisha, because right about now nataka kucheza ngoma fulani hapa yenye itatuanzishia topic yetu ya leo. Ni hiyo ngoma inaitwa Hit Song ya Rish. Ngoma nasikizanga nakumbuka watu fulani wamenikosea kwa live, lakini ikienda kumaliza hapo ninajicontrol, ninakumbuka hizi vitu ni za dunia. So Hit Song by Rish is a rock song and it's coming playing on 254 Radio, the QUORUM show. 100% Kenyan. Just keep it here. Oh yeah.
look like the devil. Stand the way you're making me feel. Don't come here, make me feel around. My mind begins to feel. And don't try to call me off, pretend to be civil. Be calm before my enemies kill. I just hate the way you are, and I want to be as far away as I can from you. I just hate to see your face, and I can't wait to erase every memory of you. I do. I hate you. Every time you come around, you got a stain here.
Why you seated in the corner, party blazing and like a
come on, don't try to be cute. I know all the evil things you do. I just hate the way you are, and I want to be as far away as I can from you. I just hate to see your face, and I can't wait to erase every memory of you. I do. I just hate the way you are, and I want to be as far away as I can from you. I just hate to see your face, and I can't wait to erase every memory of you. I do. Every time I come around, my world is spinning out of rhyme. But don't you find some other fool to take down with you? Look inside into your eyes, I wonder what is wrong with you. What can I do to make you see just how I Don't look at me, you look like the devil. Can't stand the way you're making me feel. I just hate the way you are, and I want to be as far away as I can from you. I just hate to see your face, and I can't wait to erase every memory of you. I do. I just hate the way you are, and I want to be as far away as I can from you. I just hate to see your face, and I can't wait to erase every memory of you. I do. I hate you.
Nimepitia majanga makubwa, lakini Mungu halali. Ningepotea nisipatikane, lakini Mungu halali. Nasema kweli, Mungu halali. Mungu halali. Si lazima unikumbushe kuwa mimi mwenye dhambi. Najua tena sana, najijua tena sana. Si lazima useme kuwa mnyonge kweli hana haki. Naona kila siku, tunaona kila siku. Kwa neema nasimama, ila mwamba ni salama. Binadamu hanitishi, natembea kwa imani. Kwa neema nasimama, ila mwamba ni salama. Binadamu hanitishi, mimi natembea kwa imani. Nimepitia majanga makubwa, lakini Mungu halali. lakini Mungu halali. Nasema kweli Mungu halali. Mungu halali. Ashajionyesha, anajionyesha, atajionyesha. Ashajionyesha, atajionyesha.
Toto ya Pamela. Nasikia kelele kwa jirani, kwani ni vita ama hii ni raha gani? Mwingine anasema mwingine anasema kwani mapenzi megeuzwa kwa kumfuna vile kwangu kuna bo. Nasikiza mafranco, hip loti tanifanya niwe ho. Action night, watoto alale by 9. Nikudunge vaccine, leo movie ni ya Shaolin. Vita vya kikungfu, kungfu, DJ Afro kuja utangaze drama. Vita vya kichinku, chinku, kabla mechi yanze mgongo ntakukanda. Tumefungana pingu, pingu, moja kwa mguu nyingine kwa kitanda. Okelo mano kung fu, kung fu, bienvenida kung fu, kung fu.
Wai mama, unazunguka kama nyoka anakonda. Wai mama, unateleza kama mrenda. Lakini nimependa kisipenda vile napenda mix ya broiler na kienyeji vibes. Hebu geuza osheriza makeli pande moja. Action time,
action night, ufike kwangu by 9. Nimetema taxi, amenyoa Shaolin. Vita vya kikungfu, kungfu, DJ Afro kuja utangaze drama. Vita vya kichinku, chinku, kabla mechi yanze mgongo ntakukanda. Tumefungana pingu, pingu, moja kwa mguu nyingine kwa kitanda. Okelo mano kung fu, kung fu,
asuda mano kung fu, kung fu. Cheri nipeleke Thailand, na mimi nikupeleke Bangkok, yeah. Tuishi juu ya island, tuishi maisha ya kibailando, yeah. Kuja tufanye mambo, nikukunje nikufunze ango, movie na soundtrack ya bango. Action unapewa ni ya Rambo.
Action night, ufike kwangu by 9. Nimetema taxi, amenyoa Shaolin. Vita vya kikungfu, kungfu, DJ Afro kuja utangaze drama. Vita vya kichinku, chinku, kabla mechi yanze mgongo ntakukanda. Tumefungana pingu, pingu, moja kwa mguu nyingine kwa kitanda.
Asuda mano kung fu, kung fu,
bienvenida kung fu, kung fu.
Okelo mano kung fu, kung fu.
Yo, vita vya kikungfu, yeah, playing right here on 254 Radio, the QUORUM show, the biggest, the baddest in the Guane show across East and Central Africa. Na kuna watu wako in the building and I'm loving the energy in the building. My good name is ABORN, Mr. Sammy MUTHONDU, na ninaona QUORUM girl amefika in the building. How are you?
I'm fine.
Wambie jina yako?
Hellaine
kama wamesahau
kama kawaida hawezi sahau.
Hellaine Kirubi mwenyewe, the family is here, the only Kirubi alive. Hey, how are you feeling?
Tired. Those stairs. Oh my god.
By the way, watu wanateta 254 radio hatuna elevator. Na tulienda 4th floor lakini unajua tulienda 4th floor kwa nini? Juu ya 420.
Wow.
Kitu kama hiyo. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, asanteni kwa tune into the QUORUM show. Thank you for choosing 254 Radio, the only radio station that plays you 100% Kenyan music. Hey, the Sasa in the building. In the building we have an amazing guest. Nataka kuswitch makamera zimuangalie juu ni mweupe. At least kama mimi anaonekana na kamera, nimeswitch kamera zimuone. Watu wa Twitch walikuwa wameanza kumuona mapema na kumsalimia. Ni yeye amefika.
It is him.
It is him and he's as rich as advertised. Hachochi. But ladies and gentlemen, leo ni Mental Talk Wednesday and in the building tuko na CEO mkubwa. Mr. Mbue Parry Coen. Woo!
We need our bell back.
Kabel karudishwe.
Na sitaishi kusema hiyo.
Nzuki tafadhali hiyo kengele mahali mlipeleka you bring it back. We need the bell. Mbue Parry Coen, karibu 254 Radio.
Asante sana.
Shikwa 254 Radio tena?
Sikuingia, nilikuwa nimepita tu. Lakini nakuanga fan kubwa sana online. And thank you so much for the amazing introduction.
Thank you. How are you feeling?
A little bit nervous, but I'm okay.
Hapo sawa. Leo unajua ni boys and girls round table. Leo vitu tutaongea hapa tu ni vitu zinatu concern. Vitu zinatuguzanga ngoro na hearts.
Zina hit the spots.
Vitu zina hit the spots. Yeah, na leo uko hapa kutusaidia kudiscuss quarter life crisis. Jina kubwa kweli. Hebu sema hiyo jina Hellaine na useme ikiwa sexy vizuri watu wasishtuke.
Quarter life crisis. Quarter.
Hapo sasa. There. Tunaongelea kakwara.
The quarter.
Tunaongelea kakwara. But before we talk about that, nataka Parry Coen ajiintroduce, atuambie yeye ni nani, anafanyanga nini na yes.
Yeah, my name is Mbue Parry Coen. And as you introduced me, nafanya kazi na Hindi Mining. Head of operations huko. Na today's topic is on quarter life crisis, na hiyo ndio miaka yangu.
Hapo sasa.
Basically ni maboys na magirls wakishare experiences zao za 20s.
Hapo sawa.
Yes.
So, naona dictionary inasema that popular psychology quarter life crisis involve anxiety over the direction and the quality of one's life, which is commonly experienced periods 18 years to mid 30s to almost 30 years.
30s.
Yeah. So I guess quarter life crisis ni anxiety over the direction and quality of one's life. Sijui what else unaweza tuambia about quarter life crisis. Mimi hapo ndio niko.
Content imefika.
Hapo ndio niko hapo kwa quarter life crisis. Niko ndikni. Niko ndani anxiety na direction na quality ya life yangu. I'm worried about that.
Yeah, basically it's all about that. Sahi ndo una experience vitu mingi. There's a lot of transition happening in your life. Most likely ndo umetoka even from your mother's house, umekuja huku hivi. You are a good person, you met tough streets.
Umekuja jango.
Most likely ndo umeenda kwa relationship yako moja pale, umepigwa character pia. Sahi labda ndo unajaribu kutafuta direction ya life yako. Sometimes the things are not making sense. Maybe na pia unaona vile pia vijana wengi sahi tuko jobless, wako jobless rather. And then kwa hiyo miaka sasa umeanza kupata wasiwasi, maybe my parents are getting old and I need to do something to them, and you're not even able to do something for yourself at the moment. So it's a lot. That transition sometimes inaleta fear, anxiety, unapata vijana wako depressed. It's too much. Tough streets zinabadilisha vijana walikuwa wazuri wanakuwa bad people maybe. Yeah, basically life hapo hivyo inakuanga tough.
Haya, sawa. Mimi niko na swali tu moja. si Hellaine ama ni mimi tu peke yangu I worry about direction or quality of life yangu. Am I the only one who does?
Worry about what are you even talking about?
Worrying. I'm worried.
With capital
Oh, yako ni super worried. Is it ni stage kila mtu anapitianga ama kuna watu wanapitanga tu hivyo hajai kuwa na quarter life crisis? Walikuwa wanajua life yao kwenye inaenda na wameenda kutoka wako watoto.
I think kila mtu lazima apitie hapo kwa quarter life crisis kwa sababu ni stage ya maisha. Maybe the experiences ndo zinakuanga different. Kuna watu wengine maybe they were privileged so the problems are not as bad, but kuna watu wengine maybe, but still anyway the world na streets ni chafu, so either way kila mtu lazima atapitia hapo. Atakapitia. You may be privileged, maybe na pesa, your parents are well off, lakini maybe pale things na relationships haziendi vizuri. You see some of these lessons you say well we can learn from experiences experienced by other people, but the best teacher is your very own experience.
Very own experience.
So inato happen here. So maybe that's the reason kuna kuanga na difference when you experience mapema, maybe in their 25
18 kuna watu wataanza 18.
Depending na different experiences, the environment zenye tuko na experience ni different.
True. Mimi sijui niseme
18 mimi naona ni kama mimi ni wa 16 na 15 years.
Sijui nasikia brains zingine zikuangi fully formed at 18. Sometimes maybe so we can actually say people really experience real quarter life crisis from the age of 25 to 35 around
midlife crisis nayo inakuanga wapi? Midlife tutapiga pia tunasikianga kuna midlife crisis inatungojea tukimalizana na quarter. Ukimaliza ka quarter
kuna kamili
kuna kanusu
na advance. So mnataka kusema nijitayarishe very sasa yenye nimepitia already sijapitia.
Hii maisha unajua inakuanga hii maisha lazima it's not for the easy ones.
Kwa sure tutaweza kumanage hiyo kama quota ilikuwa.
Cha muhimu ni kujihami sasa. Hizi experiences unahakikisha sasa zimekufunza bani. Zimekufunza sasa ukipitia kule mbele utakuwa tu sawa.
Amazing. So kuna nilikuwa naongea na a very professional psychotherapist. Nilikuwa namwambia leo tunaongelea quarter life crisis, akaniambia that's amazing. Sasa nikamuuliza unaweza jua aje mtu wako quarter life crisis? Akaniambia that kujua tu uko quarter life crisis, one, una lack direction in your career. One, relationship, na overall inakuanga tu ukijiuliza purpose yako ni ya nini? Purpose yako ni gani? Nina exist kwa nini? Why am I existing? And then the next kaniambia ukiwa kwa hiyo period inakuanga difficult to make decisions. Inakuanga difficult kuchagua path yenye nitaenda. Sijui nichague, sijui nursing, sijui nichague teaching, sijui nichague nini, I don't know. So akaniambia difficult to make life decisions inakuanga ngori. Na pia unakuanga ukifeel kuna kitu una miss.
Kwanza hiyo.
Hapo ndo alinigusa.
Hapo ndio.
Nikamwambia daktari umenisoma. The next thing akaniambia you lack motivation. Na akaniambia that after that una struggle na stress na fatigue, anxiety and then eventually depression. So my swali ni kwa Hellaine. Hellaine Kirubi. I mean wewe as a girl child unaonanga madem kwa hii quarter life crisis wana struggle ingi na nini sana kwa madem? Uongelele, you're talking on behalf of all the girls.
I think, should I say it from my own perspective?
From your own perspective.
From my own experiences. So I think for the ladies kuna hiyo part ya pia kukosa kujua ku make the right decisions. That part, because I for one also I'm wondering, okay, kwa career maybe not for all of them, but most of them, because most of my friends, okay, we are supposed to specialize in like the next semester. Na nimeuliza like most of them wako like imagine sijui
marketing nitachukua
mimi
marketing
nitafikiria hiyo siku
nitasema do re mi
nilifikiria nikiwa first year wewe bado hujajua niko we anyway so it's not for all of them so na pia like sahi kuna hiyo I'll say do I call it peer pressure for lack of a better term they are trying to do the most when they do not even have the resources just not to please themselves to please others so ako ka pressure kakutaka kuwa the one the G you know
mpaka madem na struggling na yeye mimi nadhanianga ni ya maboy bana
simple things as shoes wacha nikwambie simple things as kuwa na J
uliza kiatu
huko nje simple things like so I think zote ni kama to the same but again also for those who have siblings kutaka kuwa like I want to give my siblings all of this but then again siwezi hauna nguvu at all so unajieka that what do I call it beat up yourself
unajipiga
for something you cannot control
okay nasikia tu kani za maboys tunasikia the same thing naweza feel the same big thing and apply kwa maboys ama wewe Coen quarter life crisis kwa maboy ina entailing nini
maboy sana first of all vile society inakuanga value ya mwanaume inakuanga his ability to provide so kama sasa when maybe girls are talking na ni kama similar to how she's sharing if maybe she got a boyfriend somewhere wanakuanga kilizana anafanyanga akona do
hiyo ndo swali ya kwanza what does he do
lakini maboy sasa if today you came and told me by the way nimepata kadi fulani mahali kitu ya kwanza itakuwa kana kazi super ka feminine kana madam sasa on this part okay don't want to speak for them but sasa nataka ku let a difference ya
maboy na
madam dem alizaliwa na value yake dem kukua na body count kwa chini ama bado hajaanza ka body count dem kukua tu anaweza kuwa tu
amejibeba vizuri
patient anaweza submit anaweza kuwa understanding but for a man is in his ability to provide so for me to become a high value man lazima kwanza nitoke na huko nje niende hizo tasks nitafute vitu zangu enough for me to be able to provide
to be respected
for me to be able to be respected for now sasa nianze kukua high value man so first thing lazima nipambane na hizi tough streets so naingia kwa mapenzi pale inakugonga character kitu ya pili bado vile vile bado tunasema streets bado kuivi ziko tough so most likely tulienda shule but you find the skills that are being offered in schools as much na what the job market wants currently maybe ni zile skills za 1970 lakini sasa job market inatafuta skills zingine tofauti so most of us are jobless so unapambana na kuhustle through other means maybe unaenda huko wewe ni broke wewe ni nini you do some odd jobs some bad paying jobs so ile pesa hata haimatch ka lifestyle unaweza taka it cannot afford a decent lifestyle kuna maybe sasa maybe if you are the first born and you have other siblings maybe wanakutegemea maybe the parents sasa wana count you already educated you so we expect you to be able to stand on your own but sometimes ile pesa kidogo unaona ni hand to mouth so these are some of the things my boys tunapitianga manzi
it's hard to be a man it's hard to be a man last week able to tell me that
it reminds me so kuna time there's ni kama a stage no not it's a wave where we were saying
ni kama covid
tumeteseka sana hadi unasikia like kila mtu kila msichana ako like if I got a rich boyfriend or a rich man he would solve like 85%
99 85 ni 99
you like by the way so like I think yenyu unateseka kutuliko
why my boy child the only thing we can do is laugh at ourselves
na tutie bidii hakuna otherwise
because there's no shortcut
you have no choice
there's one thing about quarter life crisis na kuna ni unaanzanga ku lose friends nataka mniambie experiences zenyu za ku lose friends umeanza ku lose friends umeanza ku realize kumbe hata tukuange compatible na mse ananitumianga tu, mse ananiningi. Umeanza unajiambianga ukitoka high school, ukitoka unajiambianga yenyewe niko na best fulani, niko na mse fulani tulisoma nao ni best friend yangu. Umeingia kwa life, mambo zimeanza. Mse unaona umeanza kusema sijui utafanya nini, yako like wewe kwa nini mjinga? Unaona sasa ameanza kukosa value yako, ku lose friends. Nataka mniambie how do you deal with that? Na experience yako ya ku lose friends in your quarter life crisis imekuwa aje?
Okay, well, I try my best to keep my friends. I have many friends from way back. Actually, you being one of them, but bado as we move on in life, ukienda kufanya hustle zako, ukienda kwa struggle zako, I think this is what people will call life happens.
Yeah.
So we get busy. Maybe the things I'm doing are not the things that you're doing.
Distance peer.
Yeah, distance peer. So I let you be the cow and eat the grass. I let you be the fish. Uende ukae pale kwa maji. But when we catch up as friends, it's nothing but love. Lakini wengine maybe life ina happen. Maybe wengine wanakuwa swept na depression. Wengine maybe hata hujuangi. Wengine sasa mpaka envy na bad way. So you end up maybe not talking because you're also taking care of your mental health too. Your time uko na vitu mingi, like you're saying boy child manze, life ni hard. So you have a lot, you don't have time to take anybody's
else problem.
Anybody else problem.
So you ndo shida, like tukiwa hii period ni wewe tu unajisaidia, it's me ama it's me for myself.
And then most likely a good percentage of them, at least more than 60% of them, they have the same struggles you're going through.
True.
So you work hard wherever you are, I work hard wherever I am. You see, even the friendship, by the way,
tutapatana tukiomoka ama nini,
tukisema tupatane pale hata tuseme tukule kalanji, we need to pay for the bills. So wewe ndo changamke huko, ni changamke huko. When we catch up, if life brings us back together again, tutachangamka.
Kuna this thing that kuna hii research imekuwa imekuwa carried that kuko na recession ya friendship. That is like now kwa 2023 people value friendship way less than walikuwa na value maybe in the year 2003. Na kuna statistics zinasema that kama 20 years ago 45% of watu wangesema wako na a close friend wenye wanaweza turn to in time of trouble. 45%. By last year hiyo number ilikuwa imedecrease to 22%. Yani population 22% of watu ndo wako na mtu anaweza pigia ile time uko mwisho uko rock bottom. Ebu niambie about that. Ni tunakosea friendship imeacha kukuwa valuable ama friendship imekuwa transactional? What is happening with friendship?
I think you just give me the answer. Because right now most of the people, and it's sad, the situation is like this, do not really love you, they love what you can offer.
True.
And it's really sad that the situation is like that currently. But if you have people who you mutually respect each other, they invest in friendship, friendship has a cost.
True.
There's some sort of reciprocity, and in reciprocity in friendship, it doesn't mean that you have to do exactly what I do to you. It means the investment you're putting into the friendship
is just
whatever you're good at, do it 100%, and whatever I am good at, I put 100%. So you find most people don't really do that. So they don't have real friends. They just have people they know, if I want this, I can get from this one. They love what you can offer. Not
wako na network tu ya watu.
Actually, they call it network.
So what's happening to friendship?
Actually,
Ebu niambie, what's happening to friendship?
Amesema venye it is. We actually have a lot of people we know we are not friends. Like here you can see in a group ni watu tu tunajuana. We are totally not friends, by the way.
And also there have also been this thing of people being really self-centered. So you find most of the people you call friends, quote unquote friends, if you show them your kindness like you should do as a friend, some just use you, they take advantage.
Take advantage. Msineza mpigia anytime a pull up, msineza mpigia kila time a come through.
Exactly, they take advantage. So you as a good friend, you will just be giving, and there's no way this person is giving it back. So at the end of the day, you will become exhausted. And it's sad the society is appreciating such kind of people, because it's like we're all in a race to who's the wealthiest,
who's the nani atakufa wealthiest. That is the thing.
True.
Wow. Sasa kuna hii fact inasemanga that kutokuwa na beshte, especially sisi wanaume, kutokuwa na someone or talk to a close someone ni more harmful than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Ushesikia hiyo Hellaine? Unavutanga cigarette, acha nikuulize swali lingine. Unavutanga cigarettes 15 a day ama uko na beshte?
Hey, wacha tuende na beshte.
Ebu niambie sahi Hellaine, kwa madem, right about now, kukua na beshte yako dem, how does it help? How does it work? Nasikianga makoti zingine, women are the women worst enemies. Hey, tell us about Sadia madem.
It's even
I'm a friendship ya madem may evolve right about now.
It's hard to
what you want associating is your nini?
Sana what you have to offer, and in a way that I'll give an example. So I have a friend, we are both broke. But then again, I have friends who like genuinely wameomoka and they are good, you know, kind-hearted. But sasa influence ya huyu ni ati, you know, fanya hivi, pigiwe rafiki yako, unataka tuishingi tu kwa hii nyumba, hautaki tuende mahali, hautaki we do something. So like mimi nikikosa kupigia these friends of mine, she gets mad for no reason and start kunionyesha madharau. Hadi ile siku nitamwambia yo kuna mahali nataka tuende, probably just for coffee or whatever or a drink. Ako like sasa ako excited.
Mnapeana too pressure hivyo.
Yani but nikikosa unaelewa, she gets pissed off.
Let's turn to a rich friend here. Zuiendo anapigiango hizo calls. Atuambie now kuna watu wenye wana, you say uko na kitu yako, you have something you can offer. And now kuna hawa watu wenye wanakuza na wametumwa kutoka
the agent with a friend.
Wametumwa. How do you deal with that? Utadeal aje na watu kama hao wenye ni si genuine, nezesema ni
kama tu
ni fake tu, tuseme ni transactional people.
Kunyonya tu damu.
As a rich friend, unajibu as a rich. Well, I am very careful with the kind of people I keep close. So sina hiyo experience sana ya friends who are taking advantage. And have not been a rich friend for long.
Good for you. So,
I really don't know. Maybe that question can come 6 months from today.
But you know, si rafiki yako mwenye si genuine. Me and you are genuine friends, but my friend is the one who is not genuine.
Anakupush.
You get.
So that pressure.
When we meet up, hautajua kama ni genuine ama si genuine. Will you?
Wezi jua na maybe mara ya kwanza.
True.
But well, I have invested in very good friends, or rather the journey I've worked with some of my friends imekuwa mzuri because we've been down at some point. Tumekuwa unasikia ile pale chini kabisa, broken tone. And tumetoka hapo kwa matope. We've invested in our growth. So I really don't have that clique of people who really take advantage. Si kama zile campus clique ya, you know, we used to quarter random wrongs.
It's you.
So sina hiyo experience, but wakikuja at least I am
umesikia vile wanafanyaga.
At least she's giving me information. It's very good information.
Beware.
Hey, ladies,
but I'm very careful not to betray myself to please others. That thing of people pleasing, I used to be a very bad people pleaser, by the way. I used to betray my needs for other people.
Kuweka watu wengine before you. Hiyo inaitangwa kukua Jesus mwadhani.
You know what exactly being a people pleaser is? Juni moyo ambiwa.
When people pleaser.
Mimi pleaser ni kuvuta mkutano kwanza nikaangalia nikaona.
The word people najua jina people inamaanisha nini?
Uko sure hii ni kwa people pleaser ama ni kutokuwa mtu mzuri?
Hebu kwa natuambie.
For me, what I think being a people pleaser is where you're in a situation where you have your very own needs that you need to prioritize, but then there's someone else with their needs and they want you to satisfy their needs, and you somehow kind of feel obligated to first forgo your needs to satisfy the needs of the other person. So maybe today you had decided, I'm not going out for sherehe with my friends. Today I need to maybe stay indoors and read a book, and that's what you really want. But then your friend comes, tuende sherehe, last time ulisema tu hivyo. You feel obligated to make this person happy. You don't want to disappoint. Sometimes, yes, it's a cost of friendship, but sometimes you're just betraying yourself. And that's people pleasing. And maybe sometimes inatokananga na our experiences tukiwa wadogo. Unapata maybe ulikuwa na other siblings, ama ulikuwa mkubwa na nini, and you are really appreciated, ulipigiwa makofi ukaitwa good girl after you did something nice to someone else. So you learned maybe for me to be a good person, I have to now do something nice to the other person at the expense of my own personal needs for me to now be a good person.
True.
So you end up becoming a people pleaser. That pattern forms, it becomes deep ingrained within you, it becomes your habit.
We? Umepata? Umeona? Umejiconcentrate? Umeona?
Pleaser then.
Mimi
I was just being a good person.
Ulikuwa a good person in the expense of yourself. Ulikuwa unajiumiza in the process.
Si kwa ninajiumiza literally. Ni kama kuniambia unauma na mguu kuja ukae hapa nisimame, and because I am like probably you see
kumbe ni nice or it's just nice when impoa.
So unaona kituka hiyo nikamwambia I am a people pleaser, I should think of myself first, and I wondered, don't I ever think of myself first? Niliji self evaluate, nikaona I do not need this energy, akajama kanikato.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, conversation imechacha hapa and it's 2:49. Nataka tuende for a short music break. Tutacheza ngoma moja, Dark Skin ya Brandy Maina featuring She, and then we'll be back to talk about sasa quarter life crisis. Hapa ndo umerealize kuna vitu zinaitwa traumas, childhood traumas.
Tell me about it.
Hebu turudi tuongelelea about that.
About it.
Dark Skin playing on 254 Radio, the QUORUM show. The boys are in the building. That chaos be up in the
You say you like all comba. Maybe turn around and pull up to me bumper. Your skin smooth. Get on the dance floor, make them loco. You say you like all comba. Maybe turn around and pull up to me bumper. Your skin smooth like jojoba. Ati wanafanya nini? Wanaogopa. Dark skin na Georgia, melanin na lova. Nobody can boka. You say you like all comba. Maybe turn around and pull up to me bumper. Your skin smooth like jojoba. Ati wanafanya nini? Wanaogopa. Dark skin na Georgia, melanin na lova. Nobody can boka. Yeah. You don't know how I like your confidence. The way you walk, how you talk, it's evident. Black is the beauty, so more for them, so more for them. You are a star, brown skin, unanga, kill. Oh, show them who you are. You are a star, brown skin, unanga, kill. Oh, show them who you are. You like like comba. You like that toto, like that toto star. You like comba. You like that toto, like that toto star. You like comba. You like that toto. Like that toto star. You like comba. You like that toto. Like that toto star.
Nani alinidanganya eti mapenzi huwa simple? Ni nani alinidanganya penzi hainanga kilio? Nikadanganywa eti maua ndiyo suluhisho, na niongeze chokoleti bas, hizi vitu hufanyangwa hivo. But then I fell in love, mambo ikakuwa complicated, hinesabu, yes we're in love. Nimeingia mtihani bila kalamu, yeah. I'm not ready, pressure mingi mina daddy. Oh, I'm going crazy, yeah. Juu sasa ninavalishwa kitenge, tukifanana penzi ni ya milele. Nyoa rasta mzazi ya kupende, hizi vitu kwangu ni crazy. Jusielewi vile kitenge itafanya penzi iwe milele, na mbona rasta mzazi ya sipende, hizi vitu kwangu ni crazy. Oh, ni kama si yuko ready. 1+1 wacha ibaki 1. Msinifunze mimi nimeshalan, napambana na hali yangu kama Saddam. Basi tusiwa mind, tusiwape sikio. Little baby will be fine, tusiwaonyeshe kilio. For those who fall in love, mambo isikuwe complicated kama hesabu. When you're in love, usijipate mtihani bila kalamu, yeah. If you're not ready, pressure mingi usidedi. Please don't go crazy. Juu sasa ninavalishwa kitenge, tukifanana penzi ni ya milele. Nyoa rasta mzazi ya kupende, hizi vitu kwangu ni crazy. Tusielewi vile kitenge itafanya penzi iwe milele, na mbona rasta mzazi ya sipende, hizi vitu kwangu ni crazy. Ni kama si yuko ready, ni kama si yuko ready. Nani alinidanganya eti mapenzi huwa simple? Ni nani alinidanganya penzi hainanga kilio?
Ladies and gentlemen, hiyo ni Kitenge by Nvari, the storyteller. Soul Generation signee. Na kuna mtu hapo alikuwa na mforce avae kitenge ndio wapendane. Ama ni mimi nilielewa hiyo ngoma vibaya? Izimi?
Ni kama
ni hivyo?
But naona kama ni hivyo.
Kuna mtu alikuwa anamwambia cheki hizo dready, ukinyoa, mimi nakupeleka kwa wazazi bana. Lazima, lakini usinipropose kama uko na dready na kama atuvai kitenge. Too much, kama too much kitenge.
Hiyo ndio the theme these days.
Pressure.
Kama too much. Nakwambia the pressure is pressuring.
Getting worse.
And getting worse.
It's getting worse. So ladies and gentlemen, my babas or mamas, uncle, guka, shushu. And however you identify yourself as, kama uko awitikizi binary mbili tunatumia, however you identify yourself as, good afternoon. You tuned in to 254 Radio, the only radio station that plays your 100 Kenyan music. Na hapa ndo the home of Kenyan music. And this right here is the biggest,
the baddest,
the Guania show, cross East, Central
Africa.
Na sasa tunaendea Seychelles. Seychelles. Ni Seychelles ama ni Seychelles?
South Africa.
South Africa tulimaliza nayo. South Africa tulienda hapo na Cartoon 47. South Africa sasa wanasikizanga 254 Radio. Wanasikizanga the QUORUM show. Wako in the building, wako tuned in the building.
You know, next?
Yeah, next ni Seychelles. Tunataka mahali kuna mawaves, mahali tunaweza enda na cruise ship. Yeah. Hapo nilisikia mahali kuna beaches, lakini ni za BEACHES.
Zote
wako hapo. Yeah. My good name is ABORN, Mr. Sami Muthondu. Just a reminder, kama umesahau,
Hellaine Kirubi, as always.
The only Kirubi alive.
Yeah.
That's gonna our guest, CEO wa Hindi Mining Limited, Mr. Mbui Parry Coen. Na anatueducate hapa juu ya quarter life crisis. Tunaongelea quarter life crisis. Na sasa, tuko tumeongelea friendship hapo mbele. Alafu sasa hii quarter life crisis, kuna mahali inafikaga, una realize, haya. Ni kama kwenye nilitoka, vile nilireziwa. Ni kama hiyo kitu ilini FUP. Ilini haribu mahali. Ilini sabotage mahali. So hizo na psychologist akakuja akatuambia hii inaitwa childhood trauma. Na hii kwa watu wa dictionary definitions inasema when a child witnesses or experiences overwhelming negative events kwa childhood yake, many wanakuanga overwhelmed na wanaanza ku develop coping mechanism. So juu ya overwhelming experiences unaanza ku develop coping mechanisms za kujificha tu kutoka kwa hiyo pain ama kutoka kwa hiyo tu experience yenye ni overwhelming, which maybe na resulting, unajua inaweza kuwa ni abuse ama assault ama negligence. Ulikuwa mapero wako walikuwa forever busy, wako kazi, pia kulikuwa kuna violence, inaweza kuwa pia ulikuwa unapigwa, na kuna exploitation na bullying. Bullying kwanza ni ngori sana. So hizo ndo childhood traumas. Na I want to know from our guest that mbona hapa kwa quarter life crisis ndo unakujanga kushtuka guy? What are these bana? What are these affecting me bana?
I think watu wengi when wana realizing they have these childhood traumas, or they have coping skills that are toxic and that are hurting other people. And the few who realize that they have those toxic traits that hurt other people are the good people. Because kwa hii life kuna wase wengi, aina mingi za watu, they are narcissists, they are psychopaths, they are sociopaths. These are people who will do you that without any remorse. And they will never take responsibilities for their action. So these people will never ever think that they have a problem and that they have something that they need to address. But for many empaths, they eventually realize that maybe I do A, B, C, D, something that is not right. I end up hurting myself or hurting other people. And mostly it happens up once the brain is fully formed, around 25. And that's when you're still at the quarter life crisis. That's when you realize, by the way, you do this and this and this, and it's not good for the other person, or it's not good for me. And when you now go back to try and identify, when you try to answer the question why, the motivation behind your actions, that's when most of the times we go back to our childhood, our past, and we realize these are patterns that formed when we were young, maybe based on the environments we grew up in, and they became part of us. We have normalized them, so we actually don't think there is a problem the way we address certain things the way we do. So it takes a lot of courage for you to be able to face yourself. It's like a battle between your self-conscious and the right thing, the healthy way to do things. It's like a very big battle between two titans, a battle between bad and evil. Yeah, and if these are patterns that form, for instance, us in the quarter life crisis, it means we are in our 20s and 30s. If this is something that has taken 3 decades to form, I'm sure for you to change, it takes a lot of work.
Wow, nasio ni ngori. Like kama childhood yako tuseme ulikuwa under care of your parents ama nini. Tuseme ulikuwa in the same environment for about 15 years. See, itakuwa ngori like could change your ways. Are we damned for life? Swali.
Ningori, and that's why you find for bad people, for toxic people, it's very easy to blame others. So I will do you that, but I will not see it as my problem, and I'll just blame you maybe for reacting the way you're reacting, or for not conforming to the way I want you to behave. And that's why we're saying this is not for the weak. It takes great courage for you to be able to face your inner emptiness, inner worries, inner shame, for you to be able to face those bad things, those for you to unlearn the lessons that are no longer serving you. It takes a lot of courage.
I also feel you have to, shusha your false ego, because that false ego is the one telling you, I'm not the problem, you are, so deal with yourself and leave me alone, because I'm the one who did the right thing. You are the one who didn't conform, as you were saying, to what I wanted you to do. So, you see, ego. So, that courage na kushusha ego goes hand in hand.
Okay. Haya, sasa mimi nitauliza swali ya kuwaweka on the spot.
Sini ma genius.
Uko sure? Hii story inaweza end up Nairobi gossip.
Bring it on.
I want to know, kama wewe Hellaine, what did you deal nayo kwa mtoi, and then growing up ukakuja kurealize, by the way I deal with this imetoka kutoka my childhood, and it's not really a healthy way of doing things. Just one thing. Tuambie. Unachanga watu ukiwapata very quick. Are you that person?
Where?
Are you that person?
Ni kama I need some time to self-evaluate. Yeah, bado niko hiyo quarter crisis, so bado najitafuta pia. Yeah, what? But naweza sema there was a time, but I've never told my parents actually, but I was being bullied some time back when I was a kid. But then again, I feared the teachers more than I feared my parents, so I couldn't tell my teachers. Anyone. And also, sikuwa nataka kuonekana like my mom always told me, in discipline, staki kwa hii nyumba, staki kushinda nikiitaitwa shule ati amepiga huyu, ametusi huyu. So like every time there were like 2 boys, they used to even take my bread during tea break.
For real?
But I wouldn't tell.
How young were you?
Started when I was in grades. Wacha nitumie grade 2, 3, 4, and then again it happened in grade 6. Yeah.
I was young.
Yeah, so
unajua, let me tell you, kama ushaambwa na mtu any people pleaser, that could be the reason, because most of many shaikuwa bullied pia high school, but Raima nilikuwa nakuwa bullied na dame. Lakini alikuwa mkubwa. Acha niongee. Acha nijitetee. She was huge. She was huge. Alikuwa na maso bana. Alikuwa ananishikia kwa hewa. Hey, don't joke. But really realize like what I did, ndo nikuwe na avoid hizi confrontations zote, vita mingi. Ni kukua mse ana playing by the rules 100%. Hakuna rule nina breaking. Uko na rules, haya hizo ninafuata hizo. Nikienda kwa mse uko na rules gani, hizo ndo nitafuata. Like I became someone mwenye atafanya anything yenye hiyo environment na allow, which means that nikienda kwa wase wengine wenye wanakunywa ama wanafanya nini, I'll do the same. Nitakana rules zao. Nikienda kwa wase wengine wenye ni wa kanisa, nitakana rules zao. So that's how mimi nili adapt.
So venye mimi nadhani nili adapt. I used to be a very jovial kid. Well, I still am, but just jolliness ili reduce, and these days I have that face where tukipatana na wewe kwa barabara, I have that bitch rest face.
Ya kujiprotect.
Don't mess with me. I'm a kid.
Amazing. Have you tell us about this, how easy coping mechanisms zina coming to be ama zina to affect as adults, tuko na unhealthy ways za kudeal na nini.
Yeah.
I think first you asked about my experience. Pia yangu.
Uko na experience. Yeah, okay.
Nilikuwa naogopa sana kuhurt mtu. Because maybe if I hurt someone I would be harshly criticized, and this happened maybe when I was in primary school, not by my parents. In school maybe. Even at home, lakini si wazazi wangu, but you remember we grew up in a setting whereby any adult, and especially your fathers or your mother's siblings, were supposed to discipline you. Some of them were toxic.
Mtoto ni wa kijiji.
Yes. And some of them were toxic. So, or rather, their way of disciplining the children was not really the right one. So you would be harshly criticized if you communicated your needs. Okay. Or maybe you said something that maybe it was the truth, but they didn't want to hear that. So at some point I learned, instead of telling people the blunt truth, I can stretch the truth kidogo.
You say hard what?
Stretch the truth. You say stretching the truth, I'm telling the lie.
It's stretching the truth kidogo. But later on, as we are talking about, when we got ukishakuwa mkubwa, right now at our quarter life crisis, that's one of the things I realized. By the way, it was a toxic coping skill for me that I had learned. If the truth is so blunt and maybe unwelcome to the recipient, I would stretch it a little bit. And so sometimes you find after stretching the truth, na maybe ule mtu amechukulia kitu with a different expectation, ama ameiona in a different way, and then the bigger outcome ends up not being what they expect. It brings bigger problem than when you'd have just told the truth. And when I grew up and I just started working on myself, I realized, sometimes, dude, you lie. And the reason you lie, this is the history. This is probably the motivation.
Amazing. How do you realize that you lie too much? Juu mimi najua watu wenye wanadanganyanga na wanajua wao, mimi ndo the most truthful person ninajua.
First of all, to correct that, I no longer lie. I'm very honest.
Parallel, you go together.
We are truthful men. So it came when I was actually working on myself, and some of the things I realized were toxic about me. And it came first by accepting that I am an adult, and the best thing I would do is to learn to tell the truth and become an honest man. The other thing is also realizing that we are all humans, and I am not responsible for anybody's feeling, because, well, I am responsible. I should communicate with empathy, but I also understand that as human beings, we have the capacity and ability to be hurt. And it's not my problem to worry about you being hurt, because if you're hurt, you're going to communicate, and probably I will try and communicate it with a lot of empathy. So instead of stretching the truth, I practiced honesty and communication with empathy.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Talking like a learned person.
What?
Sikunishautia, I am a people pleaser. That is not talking to me with empathy.
So there's this other thing happening kwa quarter life crisis age, which is umeanza kukua, umefika miaka 20, 25. and people start dying. Wajua kuwa mtoto, mimi nikiwa mtoto nilikuwa najua maisha ni amazing. And then watu wakaanza kukufa and call like, what is happening? So there is that. Hi, hiyo ni ngoma, mtu wa breeze. Alafu Hellaine, tell me about that. Have you dealt with grief lose someone close?
I remember like the first one that ever hit me. I was in class 7. I did see like okay, my grandpa died when I was class 6, but it didn't touch me that much, because he was old. So I thought, age, so I couldn't affect that much until now. I joined class 7. First term was okay. Second term, kidogo tunasikia a friend of ours. Okay, tulikuwa naenda the same church but different school. We are both in class 7 at pass. You want a class 7 child dies. How? I thought only old people die. And we are in the same friend group at home. You ask the reason ati alinyongwa tu na tonsils. Sijawai recover. Sijawai elewa.
What? That is hard.
Haya, leave alone that one. Another one hit me. Probably it was 2021. Yeah, so we were working together. So we used to meet on Sundays as a team. And so that ndio Monday sasa kila mtu ako ready for work. Haya, meet on Sunday. We are talking very nicely. Tumepanga hizi events. Friday tunaenda huko. Tutapatana huko na huko. Kidogo Wednesday inafika. Ati, have you seen your coworker? I'm like, no. Because atuongeangi sana juu atuko e-field on weekdays. Yako e-field, mimi niko e-field, so we don't talk much during the weekdays. Haya, Friday inafika, have you seen this guy? I'm like, no. Now I'm starting. Sasa tukaanza kuwa worried. He hasn't been seen at home since Monday. I'm wondering, si tuliachana Sunday vizuri, alikuwa na bag akituambia ameenda home. Ukijana alienda wapi? Kidogo Saturday. He was ako kwa mochari.
Why? How? Okay. So
the guy committed suicide. That is why he was never found the whole week. I've never healed. And he's in my phone, so like whenever I'm going through photos,
unaona that.
Na siwezi delete juu naona inafaa tu kwa hapo. But it was one moment you're happy with your friends, the next they're not there. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that happens.
One hit me
Quarter
real
life
hard, and I'm
crisis.
like, we are the same age. He was
same
there.
Job.
Yeah, same job. He was there. We were there talking about, drip. The way when you get money, you'll buy this, you'll do this. We'll go to these hotels. We'll do this. Next minute, he's gone.
Suicide.
I've never cried in my life. What?
That.
And he was
so
just a friend.
We come to Coen. We all, kama mtu amefika quarter life crisis, ame lose maybe someone close or someone anajua. Now tumeanza kurealize our own mortality that, I can die. Yeah. So how does that changia to the quarter life crisis? I mean, inachachangaje the quarter life crisis?
Well, to be honest, for me, I'm never scared of death. It's weird. And maybe the only thing that, and this is an afterthought, I would really be scared is if I pass on, I have people who really care about me. Nitawaacha aje. And this is based on my experience. Also, between 2013 and 2016, I lost 6 very close relatives.
6?
Yeah. My grandparents, my uncles, and my aunts. And
at once or
no, between
period
2013
of 1
and 2016.
Wow, 3 years.
3 years.
Only wengi.
And actually, the bad thing was, like my grandma passed when we were planning to celebrate my sister's birthday. Yeah, my uncle died on my birthday, so they were just.
Damn.
What?
And well, this, by the way, this part of the things that really affected my mental health. And looking back, I think I learned some of the toxic coping skills from that because, you know, as I was being raised, I had you know, trained myself not to say hurtful things to other people or to show other people that I'm hurting, because I should always ensure that I make everybody around me happy. And therefore, when I was losing all these people, first of all, we've also been raised in an African society where we are told men should not cry. So men should not even show their emotions. So I received a call. Oh, that time in 2013, I was still in high school. So I come home for the holidays. My grandma is not feeling well. She passed on. My uncle is not feeling well. He has passed on. So actually, for my uncle, I just came from school. My sister was so young then. So she really didn't know how to break the news, but she was dying to tell me something. And my parents had not informed me. So I get home and she tells me, do you want me to tell you something? Okay. Yeah. She goes and brings the eulogy.
What?
No.
Anyway.
No.
Where?
Then, well, again, men don't cry. So I just, you know, composed myself. Went to the grave to just make sure it's true. I'm not dreaming. And it's fine. I just move on with life. Men don't cry. My grandma, she had been feeling unwell after my uncle passed on. So a few months later, she died of stroke. And she died the day she had started showing some signs of recuperation. Like she was doing well. She was responding well to treatment. And I had just seen her. Then after I left and I went out with my friends, going back home in the evening, she had already been taken to the morgue. Anyway,
dead.
My uncle died when it was on my birthday. I was in Form 4. We had gone for a school trip in Mombasa. So when my parents came to pick me from school and they found that I was in Mombasa, they decided not to say. So I am coming home. Oh, okay, I came from Mombasa. And I was sent home because of indiscipline on that day. Anyway,
for real?
Yeah, the very same day we returned from Mombasa, I was sent home because of indiscipline. Apparently, you know, we were supposed to stay somewhere, and then we decided to sneak and go. Yeah, and when I got home, I found so many relatives of mine, and I was wondering, what are they doing here? That's the day my uncle was being buried. Yeah,
same day.
Yes, right. Same day. Anyway, to cut the long story short, all these things happened. And we being told, you know, men should not cry. So I used to bottle up. And luckily, I got a very good distraction. After all that, towards the end of 2017, I met a very good friend of mine, and we decided to, you know, I was thinking of joining campus politics, so that eventually I would join the national politics. But then I found a shortcut. Someone who was already a member of parliament, he has offered me a job to be his grassroots mobilizer. Eventually, he says I'm doing a good job and tells me, no, you can take care of the whole constituency. You will be advising us on what to do. So it was a really good distraction. Unfortunately, after we won and politicians and the politics, the guy ghosted me, and when I insisted, he blocked me. So that's the time everything that I was bottling up exploded.
Oh my God.
And, well, that time I was not as intelligent, I would say. So I was not thinking of, you know, looking for a therapist. Yeah. My toxic coping skills was alcoholism. I would go play some games that were not so good. Anyway, eventually, we found ourselves.
So, this is what I get. Nimepata story yako and your story. Now, this is what I want to know. You know, bado, she's still dealing with those things. Wewe, ilifika point, tipping point, where kila kitu ina explode. Tunaweza avoid your moment ya vitu zi explode. Can we have like healthier way of grieving ama dealing with loss?
Yeah, I think first of all, some of these things, if something is really overwhelming, you should seek help from the right therapist. Don't keep quiet with these things, because actually that was one of my main problems, keeping quiet with my problems. And I thought maybe if I share, people will see me as weak. I will be shaming myself for showing so much vulnerability. And even you not taking time to mourn, to grieve, to go through, to experience, to let yourself feel those feelings.
Experience those
actually put in a simple way. Sorry, this we play Kenyan music, but there's a song by Kelly Clarkson that says, "Let the truth breathe." So I would tell that person who's going through that thing, don't bottle up. Just let the truth breathe. If you want to cry, if you want to scream, if you want to roll on the ground, if you want to seek help from a professional therapist, do it. But just don't bottle up. Don't look for coping skills to silence those thoughts. Some people will go for drugs, alcoholism and stuff. But basically they are trying to silence the scary thoughts that they have or to numb some other feelings. No, don't do that. Have the courage to face your fears. Have the courage to face whatever you're going through. And in a healthy way, address it. Which
makes me ask, so you're advising people to go probably seek therapy or talk to someone. Now, in my generation, I don't know if I'm a Gen Z or I'm a what?
Gen Z.
I'm a Gen Z, yeah. So, among us Gen Zs,
yes,
we do not believe in talking to somebody at all, because this is the mentality we have. I'm talking to somebody who is not perfect, because humans are not perfect. So he or she probably also has their own issues. So, will this person first solve their issues or come and try to solve their issues through me? And also, we tend to find when we speak out to some people, because some do not know the right people to talk to. So like these people try to use hizo vitu against them again, like nikwambia about my insecurities and you come poking me with the same insecurities. I'm telling you, this is what makes me not to be who I'm supposed to be, and then you are there telling me no nakwanga, ndio maana nakwambianga wacha kufanye, and I'm no such things. So I don't know, how would you advise Gen Zs?
Yeah, unfortunately, like you're saying, most of some of our friends are toxic, or some of those people our go-to friends in such times, But by virtue of you having had one toxic person, doesn't mean everybody is toxic, and doesn't mean everybody is not sharing. And that's why we said you can look for help from the right therapist. The right is the keyword. So you not necessarily go for your friends or someone who knows you. You can look for a good therapist. There are some online. You'll just evaluate their content. Even with the help of good friends, they will help you identify a good person, and you can talk to them, and I'm sure they're going to help you.
There's also this one thing, not realizing it, that if you're grieving, you should not unafutafute people who are experiencing loss. You should come up, nearly realize mashakaya, the way people mourn wanenda kwa maombolezi. That's the thing. Around au watu wako maombolezi, watu wenye walikuja maombolezi, watu wenye mnakuja mnaongea about that guy, mnaongea yani mko tu hiyo mko sako ya watu wame lose something. You get to speak na una get to realize haya pia kumbe watu wengine wana go through the pain, and then unaongea tu, utaongea tu na watu wenye wana experience loss at that moment, because unaweza kuja kwangu mimi niko like wow lose a friend, oh it's tragic. Hiyo ni tragic. Nitakwambia wow. You know, true. The best thing itafanya ni hiyo. Nitakuuliza woi. But if uko around watu, hata kama wewe lose a friend, mtu mwingine lose a cousin, and then you share your experiences, mnaanza kukumbuka the memories, the things that you did. You know, the thing watu wanasemanga ni kujaribu ku bottle up hizo vitu zote, unajaribu kuanalyze ati aliniambia nini ya mwisho, labda ningekuwa nampigia, labda ningekuwa so I found that watu wakimon kukuwa there when they're around people that mowing inanisaidianga somehow.
Okay.
Next question. Kuna the thing umesema that uli after going through all that ulipata job and then you kinda ukaeka kila kitu yako huko. Kuna hii concept inaitwa workism, which is a very prevalent thing kwa quarter life crisis. Umepata job, umefanya identity yako, kila kitu yako ni your job. Mtu akikuuliza wewe ni nani, where are you, what do you do, yani everything you know is your job yenye unaendanga for about 6-8 hours, but ume-identify everything, umeji-identify na your job. How does that affect us and affect our mental health and our mental space?
I didn't get the question.
So, workism. Kujitupa uko na mashida zako, but unajidistract na kazi.
Okay.
So, how do we not go that way?
Like we said, I think workism is like looking for a distraction for you not to face whatever you're going through. And we said that that's a toxic coping skill. It's good to have some distraction, maybe sometimes when you're overwhelmed, but it's actually even more important for you to have the courage to face whatever you're going through. So don't look for distraction. If there's something that's really affecting you, don't even try to intellectualize it. Just face it. Let yourself go through those feelings. Feel it. And at least try to face it and address it in a healthy way.
Okay. Also, pia Nathani, like, you should get other things zenye zinakuexciting outside of work.
Yeah.
Because kama sisi mimi najua high school yangu nilikuwa najidistract na masomo mbaya. Nimekuwa bullied, niko na stress mbaya, but niko like ni masomo tu nimebakisha. Ni masomo tu, that's the only thing. So like nilikuwa nasoma na hizo machungu zote. Good, works for me. Maybe it worked for me, maybe it worked for me. But I don't know. Workism ni something tuna watu wengi wana deal. Hata I guess watu wenye wamepita quarter life crisis, hata watu wako mid life crisis, wanafanyanga kazi yao ndo kila kitu yao. Na identity yao yote. Watu wenye wanajua wengi ni wase wa kazi yao. Mtu anaweza turn tu ni wase wa kazi yao. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh, it's like a one-dimensional approach to all your problems.
Yes.
Okay.
Ni kazi yako tu unajua. So, the next question, because it's 3:30 people. It's 3:30. Time is flying.
We were just here.
I wanna talk about, betrayal in the city. But before to talk about betrayal in the city, nataka kucheza ngoma fulani inaitwa Nairobi. Because that song is appropriate very much. Haidai kuwa more appropriate. But when we get back, tunataka tuone how quarter life crisis tuna deal na betrayal, unatendwa. Yeah. How do we go about that? This is the QUORUM show. This right here is 254 Radio, playing 100% Kenyan music. This is the home of Kenyan musician right about now. Ben Soul, Sauti Soul, very the storyteller. Na meza wakikuambia Nairobi, yule nakupea, pia nanipea, akikuletea, ananiletea.
Hawakulifea.
By the way, atukulangi fair squeeze.
Umenitesa sana Nairobi, yule nakupea, pia nanipea, akikuletea, ananiletea, wanakula fea, sote tunashare, ogopa sana Nairobi. dunia na inaniuma sana. Yule mpenzi niliaminia, nikamuweka mbele ya dunia. I must be tripping nikikurudia, umenitesa sana. Nairobi, yule nakupea, pia nanipea, akikuletea, ananiletea, wanakula fea, sote tunashare, ogopa sana. Nairobi, yule nakupea, pia nanipea, akikuletea, ananiletea, wanakula fea, sote tunashare, ogopa sana mama. Marashi yako yalinivutia siku ya kwanza ulipopitia, kumbe si mimi pekee nilinusia Yolanda ya lavenda. Amboki yangu iliniambia eti nikusale basi kusikia. I don't wanna do this shit no more my dear, najuta kupendana. Nairobi, yule nakupea, pia nanipea, akikuletea, ananiletea, wanakula fea, sote tunashare, ogopa sana. Nairobi, yule nakupea, pia nanipea, akikuletea, ananiletea, wanakula fea, sote tunashare, ogopa sana mama.
Yo, Ring, Rada, squeezy madem ni blanda. Jana kuzwali mkaza, his family get together kwa bed, your story tumekata. Maboy wengine blanda, watakukulia mama na kuchekeshe sana. Madem, madem wa siku hizi wana machali wengi, nilichapa moja juzi ikaingia ndani dive.
Nairobi, yule nakupea, pia nanipea, akikuletea, ananiletea, wanakula fea, sote tunashare, ogopa sana. Nairobi, yule nakupea, pia nanipea, akikuletea, ananiletea, wanakula fea, sote tunashare, ogopa sana mama.
Ogopa sana Kanairo. Nataka sasa mtu aniambie, ladies and gentlemen, ini 254 Radio, the QUORUM show, the biggest, the baddest, and the greatest show across East and Central South Africa. Seychelles, we are coming for you. My god name is ABORN, Mr. Sammy MUTHONDU.
Hellaine Kirubi over here.
The only Kirubi alive. Natukona CEO wa Hindi Mining Company, Mr. Parry Coen boy in the building. Anatusaidia kuelewa quarter life crisis. Tunaongelea tu quarter life crisis. Tuleo ni mental health. Wednesday. Yes. Na kuna ngoma imetoka hapo. Ngoma inaitwa Nairobi. Hellaine, hiyo ngoma inakukumbusha nani?
Wacha nijichekelee kwanza.
Ime happen. Nairobi.
Kanairo. Ogopa hichi. Ni city.
Hii muziki, mimi kitu nakasirikanga juu hiyo muziki ni ilitoka 2 years ago. Hii ni kitu ilikuwa inafaa itoke 1990. Na mtu akikuja Nairobi ana lazima ujue lyrics, hiyo ndo pass.
Ni ukweli.
Huku you need this kind of information. So it brings us to our next thing. Betrayal in the city. Quarter life crisis ndo mtu ana losingi wapendwa, wapenzi. Hapo ndo una losingi mabeshte.
Character development.
Hapo ndo unafanyianga character. Hapo ndo unaendanga kwa boss.
Kiboko.
unamfanyia kazi, unaona huyu msee amehesabu milioni 10. Anakupea ngiri 5.
Heri wewe
unakwambia uko
laki 5. Nimefanya kazi na sijalipwa.
Betrayal. So let's talk betrayal. Hellaine, experience yako ya hii sector.
Na ni nyingi. Too many to handle.
But betrayal kwako imetoka from who? Let me ask.
Imetoka first of all the relationship side. Definitely. Otherwise singekuwa na akili venye niko nayo saa hii.
Wewe msichana mdogo umependana hii Nairobi. Uliamua kupendana?
Ni story mrefu. Either way kuna hiyo part na kuna pia part ya kazi. Hizo mbili zimenipiga viboko zingine. Saa hii inakuwa once bitten twice shy. Siwezi rudia the same
kitu kama hiyo.
Siwezi.
Uwezi rudia hata once.
Ndio maana hadi niliwaambia basi kwingine nimeoverheal to the point of I do not care about anyone. Talking stage niko tu alafu wow. Anyway, bye.
Must be nice.
Hey. Ngori sana. Haya. Mr. Coen.
Yes.
Betrayal in the city.
Yeah, pia mimi nishaikuwa betrayed lakini sana ni kwa kazi.
Wewe utapendana
mapenzi.
Lazima hiyo ikuwe unaishi Nairobi.
But I prefer to stick to hiyo ya kazi. Kuna lilun
tuseme ni kazi tu. Tuseme ni kazi.
Yeah. Sasa kazini unajua like we said most of the empaths wanajipatanga sometimes they overgive when they are receiving and they feel like it's a obligation to keep on pleasing other people. And for sociopaths, psychopaths and narcissists, that's what they feed on.
Wanataka mtu ana overgive.
Yes. Wewe na hawa watu unajua you see most empaths they will try to put yourself in your shoes, so ni wale watu understanding. And I am a proud empath, but pia this empathy has shown me kanyoni wana. So kazini, like I was telling you, when I began, when I looked for distraction after the so many losses, I tried to do it the politics way. And most of the politicians, if not all, they are narcissists. And I got my character built properly. You see these guys, narcissists. Okay, let's speak about narcissists in general instead of just limiting to personal experiences.
Yes.
They have a method that they use. For narcissists, whether it's your boss at work, whether it's in a relationship, for them, whatever kind of relationship that you have with them is always a game. If it's a relationship, it's a game. If it's a workplace, it's a game. If it's a colleague at work, and this is how they start the game. This person, they start by love bombing you. So maybe in a case of a relationship, these people will love bomb you. And
unafeel hakuna mwingine
my friend, they will put you on a pedestal and
wewe ndio kusema
love like this. But basically what they are doing, they're just showing you who they can be but not who they really are. So this is the time they are going to give you the emotional love, the physical love. This is the time you're going to feel intimate. This person is your soulmate. This is the time you're going to call your whole village to tell them you found your significant other.
Niko na mtu. Niko na the one.
Yeah, and then once these people knows that you're completely hooked, you're inside, you caught up in that web, they drop the emotional part of that love. And you see, it's an intimate relationship and the person is not giving you the emotional love, they lack empathy. What's left is just the physical love. These are the kind of people who will just tell you, when you start questioning their behaviors and you feel like, the spark has it's really gone. Dimmed. And when you ask them, hey, I feel like things have changed, I wouldn't be here if I didn't love you. Because for them, they're only giving you the physical love. The emotional part of it is gone.
Yeah.
And surely, what's a relationship without the emotional love?
Nothing.
And these people, such kind of people, and especially we are talking in general about the narcissist, they believe that everybody and everything in the world was created to serve them.
True.
Ginyani.
Yeah, everybody, everything that's around was created to serve them, and they have zero obligation to show some kind of reciprocity. That's why you find these people, after showing you who they can really be, you really trust this person, and you think, I am really loved. So when they start showing the red flags, you will not notice them at first, and the moment you start noticing, they love bomb you a little bit again to just
kurudisha kwa your side.
Yeah, at least they have changed. It's like they call it the breadcrumbs. You survive on the breadcrumbs. Yeah, and if you dare just call out a narcissist, you're going to face the narcissist rage.
Wait,
What
happens when you call out a narcissist?
Okay. Do they know they are?
You see, for them it's a game.
Do.
You see, for them it's a game. So they actually know they are bad people. And maybe once in a while they will throw, I am a bad person here and there, but you will not realize because at least they love bomb you and you remember the kind of a spark that was there at the beginning. You still give them a chance over and over again. So they still give you a chance over and over again. Yeah. I got lost. The distraction.
So tunaongea about the narcissist and knowing kama wao ni narcissist ama.
Oh yeah, I was saying, yeah, it's a game. For them it's a game. They already know. And
how do mimi najua one of the hardest relationship kutoka kwake ni a narcissist.
Yeah.
Mtu wako doomed kwa middle life crisis, kwa quarter life crisis. Can you unaweza jisave? How can you save yourself?
It's a trauma bond. You see, as I was saying, there is a method narcissists use, and you had asked about calling out a narcissist.
Yeah.
So if today, you see, these are people who will never take responsibility of their actions. And the moment you call them, this is a tactic actually that's also used by lawyers. It's called the Darvo method for them.
Darvo, hebu tuambie hiyo jina na tena.
So Darvo is DARVO. When you call out a narcissist, and it's something they know they have done, but for them it's still a game, and they never take responsibility for their actions. The first thing they will do is to deny. So they will deny having done whatever it is.
I deny.
A is for attack. They will attack you for thinking they can do whatever you are accusing them of. R is for reverse, where now the victim becomes the offender and the offender becomes the offended. So that's the V and the O. Yeah, that's a game for the narcissist.
Wow.
Mtu anatoka aje kwa narcissist? Nataka kujua mtu anatoka aje kwa narcissist. Kwanza ukiwa quarter life crisis, kuna vitu mingi zinakusumbua. Uko na maybe your work life, uko na mapero nyumbani, uko na all this purpose question unajiuliza kwa kichwa, and then uko na fala fulani hapa inakutumia.
Anakusumbua
how do you get out? Na uko trauma bonded. Hata hakuna kitu kingine unafikirianga kwa life yako.
You can't even dare to tell your friends about it
because
sometimes you see, mostly the narcissists are just projecting the insecurities, the emptiness within them, and the shame to you.
Okay. I'm wondering, are these narcissists in relationship the ones who kill their girlfriends or boyfriends for not doing
psychopaths?
Or those are psychopaths?
Yeah, I think that will be a psychopath. But
you see, the thing is,
narcissistic psychopaths.
Yeah, actually, the thing is, a narcissist is not necessarily a psychopath or a sociopath.
Yeah.
But for you to be a sociopath or a psychopath, you have to be a narcissist.
Okay. I get it now.
What?
I think people are given problems they can handle, because if I were to come across a narcissist,
maybe. You see, the only solution for you to deal with a narcissist is to walk away. A narcissist will never ever take responsibility for their actions. You see, I was actually talking to a different psychologist, and she was telling me, out of the many cases she has handled of narcissism, the chance of a narcissist changing is 0.something%.
They can't.
she has, you know, the success rate of someone going back and realizing, maybe I'm narcissistic and I'm toxic, and I need to put myself through therapy for me. You know, and this may be something that's going to happen for the rest of your life, because sometimes it's NPD, it's a personality disorder already, and you're going to need to be on therapy for the rest of your life. And very few people are willing to do that, and the world kind of favors a narcissist.
True.
Because at the end of the day, this person is just using everything at their disposal to serve them, so they will keep on winning. It doesn't matter whether they start or you know, whatever it takes, even standing on your head. They will. whatever it takes for them to get whatever they want, that's what they'll do that with zero remorse. Remember, these people are not empathetic. So most narcissists are very successful.
Wow. Hii quarter life crisis itatumaliza.
Kuna mambo mingi.
Hii quarter life crisis will finish us bana. What? Well, kuna kitu kingine.
How easy is it to walk away
from a narcissist?
Yeah.
Not easy. Mimi najua watu wamedate narcissist still dating.
You know, the thing is the way the narcissists do, you know, these people will abuse you, manipulate you, gaslight you. And sometimes for other narcissists, it's even chronic. They have inherited it from their parents. Yeah. And some words like, by the way, you know the Merriam-Webster dictionary? Their word of the year was gaslighting, 2022. So these are some of the narcissism have started being exposed in the late 90s. And still most people don't know about it, and we don't have so many psychologists investing in narcissism, you know, and knowing what it entails and what it is about, and you know, just exposing the narcissist. So and the fact that these narcissists are very charming, by the way, they are very charming people, knowing what it entails, and then so like we are talking about trauma bond, you will you know, there's a thin line between trauma bond and flourishing love. They are very charming. So sometimes you will be feeling yes, love is flourishing. And then like we are talking about once you see, and you know, there's a thin line between trauma bond and flourishing. When you get into a relationship, sometimes most of your close friends, the people you had as close friends, or even basically you're trauma bonded, start telling you that you've changed, you've become not a very good version of yourself, you're not as good as you were. When you get into a relationship, you should pay attention to your close friends, people who mean well, the people you had, and they tell you you've changed or become worse, start telling you chances are you are, because when you've been trauma bonded properly by very good version of yourself, not as good as you are. I think when you're emotional, you should pay attention. You see, people who mean well, maybe we say love, and they tell you you've changed. The emotions brings the blind spots. Chances are you are, you're not, when you've been trauma bonded, you will not be able to see this person for who they are. I think when you're emotional, that's the time. You see, and this is the reason maybe we say love. The emotions brings the blind spots.
Ladies and gentlemen, need 3:49.
You will not be able to
almost
see this
3:50. We have about 10 minutes.
And they will keep
what I want to know, Sasa.
Here and there, playing the game.
Playing the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, need 3:49. What do we do? Almost 3:50. We have about 10 minutes. Quarter life crisis. What I want to know, Sasa. My future, am I even worth? What am I doing? What's the quality of my life? What do we do? How do we do it? And how do we help other people when you're in quarter life crisis? Anxiety, maybe my future, am I even worth? What am I doing? What's the quality of my life? How do we do it? And how do we help other people when you're in high school stage? Because kijana Samuel Muthondu kijana make it kwa life na mimi niko kwa quarter life crisis yangu. So how can we help them? How can we help ourselves? High school wanakuzanga wanajua kijana Samuel Muthondu kijana make it kwa life na mimi niko kwa quarter life crisis yangu. So how can we help them? How can we help ourselves
quarter life
get
crisis
through quarter life crisis
from combining to middle life crisis?
Like to join it with
that's a good one.
That's a bomb
but
blast.
by the way
How can we
I
prevent
think
this
quarter life crisis
from combining to middle life crisis?
Our
inataka
that's a good handle vitu zingine. By the way mimi na ourselves I think quarter life crisis tunataka inatoka from what I think quarter life crisis ya mtu inakuanga ni tumehandle vitu zingine in our childhood, collect data mingi from experience kenye tunataka experiences zenye uko nazo. So
una
what I think
a lot
quarter
in a
life
short
crisis
time.
ya mtu inakunganga ni tu
Moments
alafu na realize
collect
data mingi from experience haikusaidia haikuserve experiences zenye uko nazo nataka turn to learn to learn how in a short time how can we get through quarter life crisis na to prevent alafu na realize what you had learned before haikusaidia haikuserve. That's a nice one. Hiyo umeandika mahali. Mimi nataka turn to Coen tujue how can we get through quarter life crisis na to prevent midlife crisis.
So I think basically that's what you've been addressing through.
That's a nice one. Hiyo umeandika mahali.
Ile wakati the things that you're going through, it's a bad experience, do not bottle up. Go I think basically that's what you've been addressing through the show. First of all, ile wakati when things that you're going through, it's a bad experience, professional help from the right people. Go through and again some of the things that lead us into this you do not have maybe resentment. By this time when you're overwhelmed, you look for the there's a friend of mine who was telling me that if today I went to the gym, again some of the things that lead us decided to work out for 10 hours continuously. By this time I thought maybe let's say that's some biceps. There's a friend of mine who was telling me for 10 hours continuously. If today I went to the gym, time I'm leaving that gym and decided to work out for 10 hours be the same way. But if I take those 600 minutes in the 10 hours, work out for 10 hours continuously, within 20 minutes, every day 20 minutes to work out, they still be the same way. But if I take those 600 minutes in the 10 hours, wache kukimbilia tu ati we just want to become rich overnight, we just want to achieve something overnight. It's baby steps, and we ensure that we keep the consistency. You will have seen some progress. Eventually we'll get there.
Sure. So wache
kukimbilia tu ati we just want to become rich overnight. And we also happen to be a very gullible generation. And when we see one person achieving ABCD, eventually we'll get there. We become and now it becomes like a competition. Oh, I want to be like this person. And we also happen to be a very gullible generation. Run your own lane. So when we see one person and now it becomes like a competition.
Nataka kusikia final thoughts zako Hellaine about the midlife crisis, about experience yako ya midlife crisis.
Sorry, your own race.
Nataka kusikia final crisis zako Hellaine about the midlife crisis, about so kuna watu wanaweza kuwa na benefit from it. Maklabu sana na watu wa wines and spirits. Okay.
Like why do they even keep on advertising alcohol? You know, alcohol is a drug.
So kuna watu wanaweza kuwa na benefit from it. Maklabu sana na watu
alcohol is socially, you know, accepted
after 18. After 18.
Why do they even keep on advertising alcohol? You know, alcohol is not the drug as was sleeping. So we always told not.
Sometimes I even wonder even the cigarettes.
Alcohol is socially, you know, accepted
after 18. After 18, baba.
Imechorwa hapo na imeandikwa BIKO this can cause sometimes I even smoking the whole packet. Are you okay? Don't you even feel this coffee?
Mtu akikufa hapo baya still do it.
Imechorwa hapo na imeandikwa this can cause because and you're still smoking the whole packet. Are you okay? Don't you even feel this coffee? Is it for no reason because you? So I think it's something socially constructed because I'm 21. So my mom is already counting for me, so for no reason because probably 2 years there's a campus, so something my mom told me like, so she's like 24, so 25, 26 work is already counting for me, anza mambo ya harusi, 28 get your first born kid, 29 30 get your second, like 24
umepewa timeline, yani uko na timeline,
nikikosa kufanya hizo vitu
anza mambo ya harusi, when failure 28
get your first born kid, at if you don't do 30 you don't go that way,
umepewa timeline, uko na timeline,
very hard for you, you will regret a lot of things.
Ako
like no sasa mimi nitapata wapi time, if you don't do mimi, you don't go that way, be sure when you enter your 30s it will be very hard for you, you will regret a lot of kujua who I am. Sasa mimi nitapata wapi time ever kwa nyinyi wote to even find myself more because I'm already in a crisis which I'm trying to solve. So
it's a ngori mnatukimbiza, so take risks, watu wa take risks
nikuwe na kazi by
Does
this,
life
nikuwe na
have a
kazi,
formula?
by this, nikuwe
sidhani
na-
kuna
No.
formula
Just
it's angori on your part it's angori natukimbiza tuambie so take it easy watu wa take it easy help ourselves out of this
Does life have a formula?
sidhani kuna formula
imekuwa
ni society on your part hizi mashida ituzie dawa tuambie
yeah, to a great extent I feel like or well things about traumas, the generational traumas
the society na to construct hizi mashida
most people probably don't even think they have some traumas within them. To a great extent I feel
because we have
or
these
well
coping skills like alcohol and cigarettes.
things about
that
traumas, the generational traumas have not been discussed. To maybe most people
you go
probably
to a
don't
place
even
where
think
you
they
don't
have
know people
some
and
trauma within them.
you don't know you have
because
we have
some sort of anxiety of how to
like
interact with
alcohol
these
and
people.
cigarettes that she's
Just
saying
take two shots
that we use.
confidence and
if maybe you go to a place maybe you're going through something and you don't know it's really disturbing you some sort of anxiety of how to interact with these people. Just take two shots. So I think
confidence and
the thing is for us to avoid some of these things.
like we have
confidence
going
and
through something
is to have the courage
it's
to
really
face
disturbing you.
those
Those
things, those fears that you have deep down.
those things, those
So,
ugly
I think
that we are unable to
the
face.
thing is for
Those
us to avoid
traumas
some
from
of
our
these things,
childhood,
like
those
we have been
traumas
saying
from our
throughout the show.
environment,
Yeah.
those
is to have the courage
traumas
to
from
face
our working environment,
those things, those fears
let's have the
that you have
courage and
deep
face
down.
them, address
Those
them
things,
in
those
a healthy
ugly
way.
truths that we are
If we
unable to
become
face.
overwhelmed, like we
Those
said,
traumas
the
from our
right
childhood,
therapist,
those traumas from our
environment,
Those,
and eventually
traumas
when you
from
start
our
moving
working
on as a
environment.
healthy person, let's have the courage
When
and
you
face
learn
them, address
healthy
them in a
ways of
healthy way.
dealing with stress.
If you become overwhelmed, like we said,
When,
look for the right therapist.
basically when you do
when you do therapy, eventually when you start moving on, when you learn ways to adapt and make those healthy behaviors your habit. When I think you basically when you do when you do therapy to your
so
behaviors.
tell us where can we get you what kijitherapy kama upatikanaga tuambie kama uko single kuna watu wananiuliza hapa kama uko single naona comments by the way sorry people hatutaweza kusoma comment you have 2 minutes nataka tuambie where can we get you na mtu anauliza kama uko single you single tuambie kama uko single kuna watu wananiuliza hapa kama uko kwa hivyo uko kwa streets wewe uko kwa streets hatutaweza kusoma comment you have 2 minutes nataka tuambie where can belongs to the street
I didn't say that but me niko tu most of the times tunafanya biashara hapa na pale but mostly nakuanga Lamu.
Nice.
Uko ndo tunafanya biashara kidogo
kuna mtu amefly in leo
so lakini if they want to talk to me I think you shared my social media handle. In case of anything kama kuna mtu anataka to discuss biashara anataka to discuss kitu yote important
hebu Lamu na tuambie Lamu unafanya nini
uko tunalima mawe among other things
mnalima mawe hapo sawa watu wawili watatu naweza taka kusalimia before tuende
everybody who's doing their best
kama mimi nimesalimiwa kwa radio I'm trying my best man I'm doing my best closing remarks Hellaine
generalizing everything where it all starts with you. You have to take that first step, and if you do, then easy to say, after taking that first step, please write it down. From writing it down, now you can start to plan or know what you are now dealing with. So it all starts with you. That courage is within you. That confidence is within you. That dropping of ego is within you. Nobody else is gonna help you through this first.
It's you.
It's you.
Do the inner work.
Yes, then the rest follows.
Hey,
wow, that's a good one.
Unataka tukupatie summit uongeleshe watu. Hey. Well, ladies and gentlemen, imekuwa one of the most interesting shows nimeshaikuwa nayo. Ninaenda kufikiria maisha yangu in a new life, in a new perspective. Mimi quarter life crisis niko ndikni hapo katikati. I'm dealing with it. Na ndo maana whoever picked this topic I'll pick. And I want to remind you to do love.
Be love.
Spread love. Make love.
Make love.
Buy love.
Everything love.
Send love. Just blow love. Kitu yoyote love. Weka love kwa equation. Don't forget that.
Love.
And this is the QUORUM show on 254 Radio, the home of Kenyan music. Now my name has been Mr. Sammy Muthondu.
Hellaine Kirubi on all social media platforms.
The only remaining Kirubi.
Yeah, keep the conversation going.
Na huo mtu ako kwa screen yenyu anaitwa Mr. Mbui Parry Coen. CEO Hindi Mining Group. Thank you for honoring our invite. Thank you for coming to 254 Radio.
Thank you for having me.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, having you.
Ako single.
Niko 20.
Tumeenda. Ladies and gentlemen, acheza ndovu kuu Magi wa nyumbani na tumeenda nyumbani kwa na Magi na Hellaine. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Adios.
See you tomorrow. Kisha tuko na Yarobi, Mystic Mike na Obani in the building. It will be a late show. Tune in 2 to 4. Next ni Mr. Gikonyo, the captain, the biggest name kwa hii industry ya radio. Na jana alikuwa na Antonio Soul.
Hey, it was legit.
Kijana ni mkali. Hey. So tune in for the 254 drive. Keep it 254 Radio.
As you're driving.
Bye.
Adios.
Toodles.
Magiwa nyumbani, I could change your life. Pishe pete yako aki, you could be my wife. Magiwa nyumbani, we could be so nice. Ambie buda yako make kushika kama vice. Usitwe na hofu tutaenda pole. Hiyo haina pesa baby, we just rollin'. Auntie yaki hit mami yako pole. Tutawai fall on, kisha tukidole. Usitwe na hofu tutaenda pole. Hiyo haina pesa baby, we just rollin'. Auntie yaki hit mami yako pole. Tutawai fall on, kisha tukidole.
Magiwa nyumbani, you know you changed my life. Give me body liquor, girl, I put the holes on ice. Magiwa nyumbani, tell me what's your price. I can make it rain, no baby, I can roll the dice. Magiwa nyumbani, ushanipandisha moyo, ukanipandisha baby, uliniitoa kwa